Your system is your superpower. Build it once, rely on it forever. Do you ever feel like you're starting from zero every day? It's not a motivation issue, it's a missing system. Hey, Jason here. Before we dive in, if this episode sparks a shift in how you think or work, make sure you're subscribed on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, or YouTube. That way the next insight finds you right when you need it. Let's talk systems. The more high performers I meet, the more I realize it's not just raw talent, not intelligence, not even discipline that separates them. It's structure. They don't rely on willpower. They rely on design. And by the way, if you're in tech leadership, I actually break down real-world tech strategy over on my other channel, Behind the Screens. Check that out if systems thinking in tech is also in your lane. So a few years ago, I was working with a close friend. He's a high-level leader at a Fortune 100 who kept saying, I need to be more consistent. But every Monday for him looked very different. It wasn't consistent. What we found was that there were no defined priorities, no repeatable routines. Every day was almost like a reinvention of the wheel. And by Friday, he was drained, disorganized, and really frustrated because every day was just so different. It's hard to measure progress. It's hard to even feel like you're progressing when every day is so different. So I let him review my approach to the week, and we made one small change. And we didn't really add anything. We didn't add more. We just built a system. So simple checklists, clear priorities, defined calendar blocks. It's not super sexy. It's not some revolutionary method of thinking. It's just building a system. But suddenly he stopped starting from scratch every day and he started stacking on the wins. He could see his accomplishments occur every day and he could measure them. He could see them each and every day. So here's the truth. Your brain is for solving problems. It's not for storing things. When you try to remember everything in your life, you slow down. It's information overload. You hesitate, you spend energy on tracking things and not actually doing things with your brain. When you build a system, whether it's as advanced as a personal CRM or a simple daily template in Excel, or even a recurring workflow that you can define within a third-party mobile app or a service, you free up your mind for what actually matters in life. So I really encourage you to find something like that to help you. This system should really hold the structure of your daily life. You bring the strategy, right? But the structure is very well defined and it's often tweaked by you, but it doesn't really change from week to week too much. Again, you bring the strategy of what to fill. So let's make this practical to kind of help you out. Here are 3 systems you can build this week. These are ones I use personally in my own life and ones I recommend. So just take that input and use it however you like. So the first one is a morning reset system. It's not a routine per se, it's more of a reset. So it's a 20-minute block that gets your mind and your headspace clear. Don't go straight to your phone when you wake up. Keep your phone in another room. Instead, brush your teeth, shower, breakfast, etc. Then journal or plan a short walk, whatever helps you take control before the world starts asking you for your attention. Don't pick up your phone and don't go into that world of digital chaos that is going to be there every single morning until your system has been reset from the sleep that really is what restored your body overnight and your mind. You should be fresh before allowing any external inputs into your world, instead of trying to triage in a groggy, half asleep state with one eye open staring at your phone. I really struggle with this personally, and that's why I actually keep my phone in another room outside of the bedroom on a charger. So the phone's at 100%, it's there, it's doing all sorts of things, I'm sure, but I'm sleeping in the bedroom. And until I'm ready to pick up that phone and start that portion of the day, I'm in that reset routine for the first 20 minutes. And this is now enforced on me. So that's how I actually was able to adopt this. I enforced it by every night putting that phone away before I go into my sleep routine and until I'm after that morning routine, that reset. And at that point, I can pick up the phone and look at it again. And it just became a daily habit after that. Number 2 that I can recommend is a task triage system. So you have to stop asking yourself, hey, what do I need to do today? Because that's the first thing that you think about when you're beginning your day. What do I need to do today? But instead of asking yourself that every morning, use a simple framework. So What I like to do is, hey, what's time sensitive? What moves the needle forward in this particular area? And what can wait? And then what's closest to the money is something that I also like to use. And the money can be whatever it is you define for a successful outcome, but whatever's closest to that outcome, do that first. That's the most important thing. And then rely on the other things, filter through the other things. So you categorize everything once, and then you execute it all with really sharp focus. Number 3, a weekly review system. It's just 1 hour, Friday afternoon, or even Sunday night before your work week begins. Look back and then look ahead. Adjust based on what's working for you and drop what isn't. So looking through your spreadsheet or your mobile app or your personal CRM, whatever it is that you decide to use, look at that history, understand what's working, and then what isn't working, just drop it and try something else. For anyone that practices martial arts that's watching, if you've ever read the book, The Tao of Jeet Kune Do, it was released in 1975 by Linda Lee, who was the wife of Bruce Lee, a few years after his death. And it was a book about his philosophy, taking some of his writings he was working on and just putting it into a readable book format. This is pre-mixed martial arts days, and the original quote has been updated in subsequent printings a bit since 1975. In fact, I think I got my first copy in the mid-90s. But anyhow, the gist of it is, this book is dedicated to the free, creative martial artist. Research your own experience, absorb what is useful, reject what is useless, and add what is essentially your own. What I've found personally is this philosophy can extend to all parts of your life. Now, all of this is not about being robotic. It's about being intentional. So what happens when you systemize like this? Well, number 1, you protect your time. That's key because you never get back your time. That's the most valuable thing in life, really. Number 2, you reduce mental friction. So it helps you stay focused. It helps you move the needle. It helps you move forward. And you gain something really, really rare. It's headspace. That headspace to think clearly, act decisively, and recover quickly. That's where creativity, that's where great ideas form and get executed. And that's not a hack. That's an edge that will propel you forward in life to do many things you might think are impossible for you to do today. If this episode gave you something useful, send it to someone who's still relying on memory and motivation alone. And if you want to go deeper into frameworks like this, check out the weekly newsletter. That's where I share practical systems and mental models for calm, focused execution. Until next time, build systems, trust the process, and stop solving the same problem twice. Have a great day ahead.